really doing a good job. Okay, I'm not doing a good job. They themselves are doing a good job. These vines. Aha, here's the one I was looking for. Over there. That little guy. My corn is doing pretty well. It's about as tall as I am now. The tassels are starting to come in. So I might end up with some slightly short corn, and I'm not even entirely certain that I'm gonna end up with corn, but at least I'll have the stalks for decorating. Yes, I grow Halloween decorations. This one, can I get a shot of it? Can I get a good shot? Maybe through here. And that's as close up as I can get it without going over there. That one, I don't, again, I'm so bad at trying to keep an eye on which one is which. I thought it was a strawberry field pumpkin, but now I'm not quite so sure because it has more than doubled in size since yesterday when it was, when I performed my pumpkin mating ritual. So that sucker looks like it's probably gonna turn out to be a big one. Maybe a Gulux? I don't know. All of these vines here from all of these plants have just crisscrossed on top of each other. I knew they were going to, but you know, it still would be nice to be able to more easily find which goes to which. So that was almost fertilized yesterday, and that was tiny, and now all of a sudden it's like no question there as to whether it's been fertilized or not. Got some more sweet fall flowers over here. My sweet fall, I thought for sure it had been fertilized, but as you can see, it doesn't seem like it's done much of anything. So I really don't know if that one worked out. Yeah, it feels kind of soft. It probably didn't work out, and that's so sad. But oh well, I've got more coming along the way. Perhaps I came out a little too late when I came out for that one. The bees keep me in until around 9, and I don't care about the bees. The bees I'm fine with. But we have these giant black flying beetles. They're enormous, and they have the loudest buzzing sound ever, and I am terrified of them. I'm convinced that if one of those things stung me, I would probably lose a limb. So I did a lot of culling, well, a lot for me, because I don't like to cull at all. About 4 plants and a whole mess of leaves that were just getting in the way. Lots that were just too stunted. So I got a question about fertilizers. What fertilizers did I use? Hard to tell right now because it's the wrong time of the day, but I do have a lot of flowers now, and I'm a lot more pleased with that turn about than before. And what I did is I get this one, the Bloom Booster, Flower Food Miracle-Gro Bloom Booster. Now, because of the number of plants that we have, this only lasts 2 weeks, using it only once a week. I put it over here in a 5-gallon bucket, and it's 1 5-gallon bucket per row of plants. So it's a 15-foot row and averaging 30 plants per row. And then the same thing, I'll only use 1 5-gallon bucket for these 3 hills plus the corn stalks. So next week I'll have to switch to this one, Plant Food. It's more, has more, here. You see on top, first one, nitrate 18%, phosphate 18%. That's the one that helps you with the flowers. Potash 21%, which is the one that helps you with the fruit. So I'm not too disappointed about that. I'm pretty sure that the boost in nutrition from the flower is going to do enough. See, the phosphate over here on the bloom booster is 30%, and everything the other one is 15%. So that's what you got to think about when looking at your fertilizers. See, the first one is going to be nitrogen. Those are your leaves. Second one is going to be phosphate. Those are going to those are going to be your flowers. And potash is going to be your third one, and that's going to be your fruit. So I don't know why Miracle-Gro doesn't follow that same system, but usually they'll have it in 3 letters all up on the top. And you don't even have to know which one is which. Just leaves, flower, fruit. That's all you have to remember. So whatever stage your plants are in, they're vining, they're flowering, they're basically done flowering and are just have growing and ripening their fruit. There was something else I wanted to say. What did I want to say? It's always so hard for me to remember. Oh well. I'll probably remember next time. Probably. No guarantees. I'm a bit of a scatterbrain. So yeah, about a dozen pumpkins so far, according to my count. And oh, right, the powdery mildew. Okay, so I'm actually very, very, very pleased with this vertical system. Whether or not I'm going to be doing an intensive garden next year, I will definitely be using the vertical system again, and I will probably still be planting this early, because usually in this stage of their development, I'm already having major problems with powdery mildew. A lot of people have problems with pests. I don't have very many problems with pests. My problems have always been with the mildew. It'll start at the bottom, or near the root, I should say, and slowly creep its way up the rest of the plant. And I'm over here just hoping and praying that I get my fruit ripened, or they start ripening before the plant dies. I can get them ripe. If you see the pictures in, I think it was the first video that I put out this year, those are the results of a powdery mildew plant, pumpkin plants. And I mean, they ripen. Some of them are not completely ripe, but it's better, of course. You can get bigger fruit if you can keep your vines healthy all the way through to the end of the season. And I am hoping beyond hope that I dodge the bullet on the powdery mildew this year, because once I get it, it doesn't matter what I try, you know, commercial fungicides or home remedies, doesn't matter. It doesn't go away, and it always kills my plants. So this, I would recommend a vertical system for anyone. Of course, not everyone's going to be able to have an intensive garden, but if you can grow vertically, definitely do it. It doesn't, I don't think it harms too much in the way of getting secondary roots. I don't think that's really too big of a problem. As you can see, you know, down here already getting a pretty good sized pumpkin going. Some of these have, one of them has about 3 pumpkins on one vine, and they're all doing just fine. So it can definitely pick up enough nutrients and water just from the root. You don't have to worry about that. So thank you very much. I will talk to you some other time. And of course I have to figure out how to cut this down because I've talked too much again. Bye bye.